This is the AI News Flash for April 22nd, 6 p.m. UTC. First up, Dell Technologies signed a $1.4 billion AI infrastructure deal, with shares trading on pace for a record closing high. Barron's reported on April 22nd that AI server orders continue to expand. Dell's AI server revenue is on track to reach $50 billion for fiscal year 2026, with order backlog at all-time highs. Hyperscaler CapEx from the top four is expected to exceed $650 billion in 2026, positioning Dell as a core AI infrastructure vendor alongside NVIDIA and Broadcom. The transformation from PC maker to AI infrastructure company is now fully visible in the share price rally. Next, Google announced AI overviews for Gmail at Work and Drive during Google Cloud Next on April 22nd. Users can ask natural language questions and receive concise summaries across multiple emails covering performance reviews, project milestones, invoices, presentation feedback, and travel details. The feature becomes default for users with Gemini for Workspace and Workspace Intelligence enabled. Rollout spans Business, Enterprise, Google AI Pro and Ultra, Frontline Plus, and Education plans. Following Microsoft Copilot and Anthropic Claude, enterprise productivity AI integration enters a new phase. Alphabet shares climbed on the announcement. Third, a Federal Reserve study revealed AI-related imports added $200 billion to the U.S. trade deficit. AI-related imports comprised 23% of total U.S. imports last year, growing 73% since 2023 versus just 3% for non-AI imports. 2025 AI imports reached $265 billion, while exports totaled only $71 billion. Taiwan and Mexico account for roughly half of AI-related trade, with Taiwan supplying semiconductors and Mexico providing computing equipment. The Trump administration granted broad tariff exemptions with effective rates on AI goods at just 4.5% versus 12.1% for non-AI. AI private investment hit $286 billion, but domestic production faces capital, labor, and regulatory constraints. The contradiction between tariff policy and industrial policy is now structurally exposed. Fourth, Spain's data protection agency, AEPD, issued guidance on April 20th covering GDPR compliance for AI voice transcription tools. Voice constitutes personal data unless fully anonymized or synthetic. Organizations are controllers regardless of whether tools are in-house or vendor-provided, requiring continuous lifecycle assessment for errors, linguistic bias, and sensitive inference risks.
Tools inferring emotions, health status, or biometric data face stricter requirements. Transparency before and during transcription is mandatory, and a general notice that joining implies consent is explicitly deemed insufficient.
Similar regulatory attention is spreading across EU member states. Call centers, healthcare, and meeting transcription providers must rebuild data protection impact assessments and session-specific consent mechanisms. That's all for this AI News Flash.